Fall season is making the days shorter, but that doesn't mean that you can't make it out to your local river or reservoir to catch some fish before the sun sets. Jordan Rodriguez with Tight Lines 208 joins us now with tips for angling on short fall days. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. What are the benefits of fishing during the fall time?
Well, it's a great time to fish, and we've talked about this on some of the previous reel reports, right? Like the temperatures are ideal, the river flows are great, the weed life in the ponds and things is dying down, so it's really a great time to fish at a lot of our local waters. The bummer is we just don't have as much time to do it, especially on the weekdays. By the time most people are like clocking off from work, like the sun's already starting to go down, right? So you just don't have as much time to go out and explore. So that's kind of like the trade-off that we have at this time of year.
What type of fish are best to fish during this time?
Yeah, so there's two things that are really going right now. Trout in the rivers, the Boise River in particular has been really good, but all the trout, you know, around our area are pretty happy this time of year with those nice cool temperatures. Lots of food in the water and all that, and it's also with the lower water you can get around, everything's really accessible. And then the bass, this is kind of like the tail end of what we would refer to as like the good bass season, but they still are eating, and if anything they're eating more to be like, man, this winter weather's coming, we got to eat while we can before their metabolism kind of slows way down, and they don't hibernate, but they are a lot less active in the winter. So those are two species to go after.
Yeah. Well, how do you prepare for this season?
Yeah, well, one of the things that might sound goofy, but I've done this for a lot of years, like going back to when I was a kid, is like, if you don't know how much time you're going to have or whether you might have an opening or not, I just like to keep a little stuff in the car, keep some gear in the car, right? Like a rod and just a little bit of tackle. That way, if something opens up and all of a sudden you have like even an hour or two, this time of year, especially in the afternoons when it's nice and warm and the sun's shining, like it's a great time to get out. And because you know, like after dinner time, it's going to be dark and there's not going to be much opportunity there. And
I'm assuming, I mean, it's going to be cooler weather per se, but maybe pack some extra jackets and coats?
Absolutely, yeah, layers are key. I mean, it's crazy. Right now we have like 30s in the morning and then like 60s in the afternoon. So layers so that you can layer up or down as appropriate. Probably time to put on the waders if you're doing wading in the rivers. You know, up until now you could probably get away with like water shoes and shorts, but it's probably time to go for the waders. And another one I like to have is a headlamp.
Oh, okay.
That way, if it's dark on your way in the morning, or maybe it gets dark on your way out in the evening, you have a little bit of light to get back to the car.
I know we always talk about this when you're here, but what about locations during the fall time? Does that matter?
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to like the scarcity of daylight resource, the Boise River is fishing great. You don't have to go far. The local ponds are fishing great. Lucky Peak and Arrow Rock reservoirs this time of year get really low, and you can fish those from the bank with just like some bait from the shore and just kind of set up a camp on the sandy beach and hang out. So there's a lot of areas where you can go without having to drive. You know, those trips where you may have to drive a couple hours, a lot tougher to do this time of year unless you go on the weekend.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jordan, for being here. And you can find his column on our website at ktvb.com.